Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. And today I will be doing edutainment like crazy because it needs to be done. And for the record, this will be my final time attempting to dissect, debunk, unvalidate, whatever you want to call it, something that an anti-recaster says, because anti-recaster had a whole bunch to say today. And yeah, it's chess, not checkers. Watch how I get down. But before I do what I do, I need y'all to do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get first crack at it. Like this right here. If you digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page. We growing something. Okie dokie. This little jewel comes to us courtesy of Medium. Okay, real quick, let me just give you some reference about the site that is Medium. Medium, from what I can see, is a page for writers where you go and write your opinions. Those opinions contain facts, but they are opinions nonetheless. Let's get that out of the way. Second, the articles in Medium are not written by noted professionals like I don't know, celebrities, politicians, that guy, by and large, okay, there are a lot of people in there, and I don't mean this in no hurtful way, whose opinions don't really matter in the larger scheme of things. However, though, if you keep shooting in the dark, I'd say you're going to hit something eventually. And this is one of those articles that can hit something in the wrong way. And shouts out to E-Man. E-Man once quoted, I think we were all in a meeting together, and E-Man said something to the effect of, they're going to take our words and try to twist them. More prophetic words could not have been spoken. However, though, E-Man, I was aware that that was going to happen before you said anything, because that's how snakes operate. And people who are misguided by snakes. So I don't want to call this young man no snake, but if he calls himself caping for the cause, he is indeed misguided. Okay, let's go. This is what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to go ahead and break this down because it's going to take a little while because he said a bunch of shit. And this is the gentleman right here, for those of y'all that want to know. Saki Benibo is the man who wrote this article. So when you looking for somebody to direct your ire at, he is a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology from Rice University, go Texas, a Master of the Arts in Sociology from UNCC. Social justice is my passion. Empathy is my foundation. Now, I want y'all to remember that Saki said that in his little blurb here, introducing himself. The Bachelor of Arts and the Master of Arts are impressive, but what's most impressive to me right now is the fact that Saki said, social justice is my passion. Empathy is my foundation. Now, you remember that Saki said that as I unload what I'm getting ready to unload. Lovely picture of Sherry. Lovely picture of King T'Challa, recast T'Challa movement, or misogynoir. Recast T'Challa movement or misogynoir. Okay. For those of you who do not know what misogynoir means, it means misogyny directed towards Black women. That's the foundation of what Saki is saying the recast T'Challa movement is all about. And to that, I respond with a Lauryn Hill, ha 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 ha. Okay. August 28th, 2020, we all know about when Chadwick Boseman passed. All of that is harmless opinion laced with facts. That first paragraph. There you go. Okay. Later on, talks about 3 months later, the first ever Disney Plus Day, Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige announced that the role of T'Challa would not be recast. It was a smart and caring move to honor the life and death of the man who was not only Marvel's first choice for the character, Marvel's first choice for the character, but also crafted a specific version of the character that audiences loved and now mourned. After a series of questionable casting decisions, let's stop right there and edutain. Okay. Version of the character that audiences loved and now mourn. He created a version of the character that audiences loved and now mourned. So recasting that character is disrespectful to the actor? Is that what you're saying then? Recasting that actor is disrespectful. If the character of Chin Zan, and this is probably before your time, Saki, created by Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, iconic role in Enter the Dragon, was replayed by 3 different actors. Okay, so I don't think it gets more iconic than Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon. If Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon can be recast, that character can, I'm sorry, not Enter the Dragon. Fist of Fury. Fist of Fury. I misspoke. Fist of Fury is the Bruce Lee movie that has been recast 3 times. Okay, if Bruce Lee can be recast, I'm pretty sure Chadwick Boseman can be recast. And recasting an actor is not a disrespectful act. It's been done many times. And we're going to get to that when I debunk some stuff you said down here in this article later on. The whitewashing of the Ancient One. Did that take place before or after T'Challa was cast? Wanda, Pietro, Billy, and Tommy Maximo. Wanda and Pietro were cast again before T'Challa. The colorist casting of America Chavez and Kamala Khan. I'm gonna leave that one to the people who care, because I don't really care about what's going on with America Chavez and Kamala Khan. That's a cold, cruel thing to say, but I can't misspeak on someone. That's not my gender. That's not my race. I don't want to misspeak on that. You see what I'm saying? So I have to ask my man Chillmonger and look at a couple of his videos and ask him if that's a colorist casting with Kamala Khan. I could probably hit somebody up about America Chavez too. But see what I did there, Saki? I ain't trying to be a know-it-all. I'm not trying to be all-knowing and all-encompassing. Okay, just under 2 months after Marvel Studios' announcement, Manuel Nosset, that's our boy E-Man, creator of E-Man's Movie Reviews, posted a YouTube video advocating for the recasting of T'Challa. In it, he states that recasting T'Challa is necessary not only to honor Chadwick, I guess is what you meant to say, but for representation of Black boys who need a Black king. I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? It ain't just Black boys, and he didn't just say Black boys. So I suggest that you go back and look at what was said by E-Man, because E-Man didn't say just Black boys. Because, and if we're talking about the recast T'Challa movement as a whole, bruh, I got images of little Black kids. I got images of Latino kids. I got images of girls. Okay, so sorry, so you get me all excited. So it has nothing to do with gender, but everything to do with children, period. Okay, he also states that Shuri should not be the lead. Again, that is not true. I have seen several videos where E-Man said, and I quote, "We don't care if Shuri is cast as the new Black Panther. That's not where our focus is. Our focus is on T'Challa being in the movie, not whether or not Shuri should or shouldn't be the lead. We don't care if Shuri is or isn't the lead. We care about T'Challa being murdered off." Okay, that's another misspoke thing that you're doing, Saki. So keep up. That's 3. Okay. But if she can still be representation for Black girls while sequestered in a spinoff series on Disney Plus, I hope if you're belittling the Disney Plus shows that you don't use them as fuel for your argument, because you just said sequestered. Sequestered in a spinoff series on Disney Plus. So you are speaking dishonorably of Disney Plus series. Okay, that doesn't go very far to, you see what I'm getting at? You're talking about Shuri being misrepresented. Then you're saying her having her own Disney series is sequestering her. Okay, make up your mind what makes it large for her. She should be in a movie or she should be in a series. She could probably be in both. Loki was. Moving on. Representation for Black girls while sequestered in a spinoff series on Disney Plus. I go into more detail, but the same talking points he used are being parodied by what has grown into a very vocal, though still not yet large, online movement known as Recast T'Challa. Okay, well, hopefully, if your article gets any traction, Saki, you'll be helping to make us bigger. So, thank you. Okay, the point is the call for recast supposedly is about Black boys and having trouble telling them their hero is dead, which is utter bullshit. Okay, what you just said is utter bullshit, because the point for the recast is not about Black boys. The point for the recast is because the character deserves to be recast. Next. I confronted him about it then, like I'm confronting it now, because I saw it for what it was: an adult Black man uncomfortable with Black girls and women playing with his toys. Nothing could be farther from the truth, Saki. Again, opinions, dude, opinions. My man ain't said nothing about being uncomfortable with Black women. And if he did, show me where he said that. Okay, because I rocks with E-Man, and I've spoken with E-Man too, and we've talked at length in private meetings. So what the hell are you talking about? That makes no sense. The man never said he was uncomfortable with Black girls and Black women. Okay, that's something you must have interpreted from what you thought you knew. He and his movement can project onto children all they want, but the issue is with them trying to rebrand was clearly fandom misogynoir as anything but. He first accused me of not watching the video until I took the time to critique it beat by beat. As expected, he dismissed the accusations of misogynoir. Remember, kids, if you say it nice and give it patronizing concessions, it's not misogyny. Okay, I'm going to say this. For the record, Saki, E-Man is current. I don't know about later, but right now, he's not a confrontational soul, and he doesn't want to be a confrontational soul. And he has his reasons for not being a confrontational soul. However, I suspect that if people like you, Saki, keep poking the hornet's nest, you're going to catch wreck. I promise. Okay.